This is what I was getting before. That's why the stream was dying before. Let's see what we have now. I reset the router before the stream too. Need more upload. The hell you say? It seems to be better now. Right number should be higher. They don't have Google Fiber, or not even Google. They don't have like fiber out here, do they? Like, last time I checked, I'm so sick of this crap. What are my options? Are these my only options? Is Spectrum and what? CenturyLink? AT&T? Also, hi, Sean. How's it going? What are cleats? I don't think I have any other options. I have no faith that the rest of the stream will survive. So, preemptive apologies if the stream dies again. I'd like to actually, you know, play the video game and do the thing we like to do, play video games. CenturyLink is like a 50 download. 50 full stop? Like that's it? Because that's not acceptable. Only Spectrum and Xfinity. What about Xfinity? Getting really sick of Spectrum shit. And NGL. I mean, it might just be my computer. I might just need to do a wipe of my computer again. Oh, I saw that dirt. This is a Final Fantasy IX song. Not near area, only in mine. So my options are Spectrum. Them is in fact my options. It's time to move. Back when they were chartered, they tried to rip off your dad when he canceled. I need to call them to cancel the cable service that we still apparently have on our account. That's a bunch of wasted money every month. Did I get both cleats? Where's the other cleat? That's right here. I wouldn't be quite as annoyed. I'm not super annoyed. I'm not like salty or anything. I'm just irritated. I wouldn't be as annoyed if I hadn't reset the router before the stream. So clearly that's not necessarily the answer either. I mean, I think they're a cable company. Isn't that like their whole shtick? Haven't they been trying to rip people off since the beginning of time? Like, that's kind of just what they do. Deck wall, pole. I need to clean the pole over here a little bit. I think what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, is call Spectrum and say, hey, something is wrong. This is not what should be happening. It can't possibly be how you want your service to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they won't actually care if they're being represented poorly and they actually just only care about my money. That's another possibility. A dire one, but one that could be. He bought and used his own modem in accordance with their rules. When he canceled, they sent him a return your rented router or pay a penalty notice, which he ended up having to fight in court. But they didn't have a modem. Like, did they have a record that he ever owned a modem? Propeller. Let's clean the propeller. Where is the propeller?
Well, another case solved.
You are a propeller, right? There we go. And the keel. Clean the bottom here. Clean the rudder. Why is this propeller still dirty? All the receipts available, school the shit out of them. End result, BBB was told he returned the router. Nobody ever takes responsibility anymore for anything. Steering wheel, it needs a little bit of work. 97% on the old steering wheel. I strongly subscribe to the belief that you can attribute, you know the old phrase, the incompetence versus malice sort of thing. Now, I'm not going to give a cable company any credit by any stretch. Okay, that pole is good. What about you? Alright, my time for the stream is all screwed up now because I had to reset it 3 times. It was around when they were doing a bankruptcy, so they figured they were just trying to do pad accounts receivable with just a little plain fraud. Entirely possible. That is possible. Based on a lot of the stuff I've been watching when it comes to courts and stuff and legal stuff, it's a lot of people just suck at doing anything that they're supposed to do. So it's yes, it's quite possible and probable that this terrible company probably defrauded, attempted to defraud. There's also a possibility that they just have terrible bookkeeping and just really assume they were trying to get to get taken over by somebody. You know what? To get being hoodwinked or swindled. Now, I don't give a shit about their bottom line. I know how these people tend to think sometimes. Do I have the cabin wall? Which cabin wall are we talking about? Do we have any? I don't think we have any chocolate. I think we might have chocolate chips. Okay, what's blinking? None of these cabin walls are blinking. Are you blinking? No. Blink. It's you. I thought I got you. And control panel. I'm assuming that's one of these things. Yeah, control box. There we go. Oh my god. Now they're talking about the town monster truck. We've got another truck job. Although, honestly, that might not be the worst thing. I don't really have the most faith in Twitch right now. So it wouldn't be so bad if we had a shorter job. Yeah, there it is. Monster truck. Okay, I guess we're just cleaning another car. I would like to do that so we can move on to the actual Ferris wheel when we're in the next... Why has it got a cat face? It's kind of adorable. I take it back. I want to do them. I'm fine doing the monster truck. Fair enough, Illinois. I mean, they're certainly not a good company. I think that's fair to say. I think it's fair to say that they have their share of incompetence. In fact, I think it goes beyond share. Florida meow. I like how its ass says keep clear fire. Also, Sarah Sawatis is texting me about shady volcano organizations. So I'm going to put her on the do not disturb list, along with the people I send shock pictures to when they send me texts about how my toll my toll account is overdrawn, so I need to push a button that will definitely not steal all my information. Thanks and goodbye. It's like, those are the kind of people I'm talking about. Your daughter is going to make cookies? Big round of applause to my daughter. Or more specifically, our daughter. She's good people. What's your favorite kind of cookie, Illinois? I should do a cookie tier list. Also, I had an idea for how to do the Pop-Tart tier list at some point. We're gonna slowly buy Pop-Tarts over the course of like a month or two, and maybe save a pack from each of them, and then at the end of the time period, we'll have a whole bunch of sample packs, and we can try them all in one evening. Soft and sweet as can be. I would agree with that. Chocolate, raisins. Chocolate raisins. How many raisins do you like in your cookies? On a scale of 50 to 100, how many raisins would you like in your cookies? What about an oatmeal raisin cookie? Illinois, have you had an oatmeal raisin cookie recently? They're actually real good, if they're done right, obviously. 0 raisins? Elma's cookies, oatmeal raisin. Raisin. This isn't it. This isn't it. That's not it. But it looks a lot like that. They're real good. I should tell stories about my Selma days. I didn't have a lot of them. When I worked at Selma's, I worked for something like 3 or 4 days a week for 2 to 3 hours a day. And my job was essentially and 100% transferring cookie dough to cookie sheets. That was my job. Every now and then, the cookie sheet would get filled up, and me and one of the other high school lackeys would put the finished cookie tray onto a rack that would go to be cooked. They're biscuits. That ain't a biscuit. That is an oatmeal raisin cookie. Look at this one down here. This is what I was looking at. Like, this is closer to what I was talking about. Must have given me arthritis. not so much arthritis, but blisters. I ended up getting a bunch of blisters because, and not necessarily even from the motion. It wasn't that hard of a job. Obviously, it was for 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds, however old I was at the time. The problem was we had the world's cheapest ice cream scoops. So we would be ice cream scooping. And after about an hour or so, it really starts to suck. It really starts to, we're finally got the Ferris wheel on the list. And every now and then, you'd get to work, and you'd really hope that you'd get the really good ice cream scoop, or more specifically, you hoped you'd get any of the ones that definitely wouldn't give you blisters. Where'd my brother work while I was scooping dough? I know he worked at Chick-fil-A for a while. And he worked... Well, I don't want to dox him. He can answer that question. Okay, that's cute. I know that's an old joke, but that's cute. I don't want to dox what he wants to do, but I know that he did something. He had a very specific role for a while. He worked at the sex factory. I mean, he was a teenager, so he was really only allowed to be the greeter. He wasn't allowed to go inside. He's like, "Welcome to the sex factory. From what I hear, dildos are into the right. Have a great time." It was actually a very good for his resume, but obviously frustrating and sexually confusing. I don't even know if we have any factories around here that pertain to that. Like, we definitely have some stores, but I don't think we have any huge mega stores, at least not anywhere close by. The closest place I can think of is really the same place we went to every time I tell the story about the sex store that we went to. Bart has 6 cool phrases, and honestly, probably shouldn't talk about it too much right after the stupid bot banned me for showing native art. Sarah Sawatis, I need you to stop sending me texts. I'm not interested in being friends with Sarah Sawatis. I'm sorry. I already have 2 friends. You seem like a nice guy. But yeah, to answer your question, I know he's been on record for saying he worked at Chick-fil-A. The rest of it, he's welcome to answer on his own, or I can tell you later. I don't want to be the person who's like, let me tell you all of someone's business, because what if they don't want to get into that business in front of what could possibly be billions of people? It could be anywhere from 0 to every person in the world. That is a statistical proof, undeniable proof. That's proof's not the word I'm looking for. Undeniable statement. While unlikely, statistically possible. Should Sawatis that Heine? Like Spank. Doing a random sound effect. Watch your ears.
Oops. Wrong room. Sorry, we're excited. My wife just killed herself.
Such a terrible sound effect. Do I need to audit the sound effects too? One of these days, I'm gonna put the Roar TV channels on audit. Maybe I should audit the sound effects too. I've got a lot of good sound effects. Some of them are not so good. Problem is, I don't want to get into it and then like cut like 200 of them. Like, there's a lot of good ones. I don't want to get cut crazy. I've gone down that route before too. But I actually got a rudimentary Roar TV, a rudimentary Roar TV judger Python script working. What am I looking at here? Yes, I know I said 1 star. I do not like the color yellow, so I always rate 1 star so there's less of it on my screen. This is a positive review. It's really funny. Could you imagine? That would be so frustrating if somebody gave a 1 star review because they wanted less of the... Who gives a shit? You're not going back to that screen. Also, the color yellow rules. Some of them have not passed the test of time. Agreed. There's only about 5 or 10 that I think definitely gotta go. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Look at my beak. My beak is orange. I was telling Kitty about Hassan, who got banned earlier, and apparently he was unbanned like today. So I think the Twitch bots are just banning people like crazy and not really. I mean, he did threaten someone. You know, not. He did say some words that probably shouldn't have been said about politicians. Let's say that. And maybe don't do that. Some people are special. All people are special, Kitty, in their own way. I didn't watch a movie today. My movie for tomorrow is Ralph Wrecks the Internet. I'm finally going to see Wreck-It Ralph 2. Hold on, let me get that. I'm finally going to see Wreck-It Ralph 2. I need a really sarcastic confetti button. The confetti button is often used as sarcasm, but I need it to be way more sarcastic than that. Kind of like the confetti only goes up halfway. And the horn is a lot less like... That's a project for another day. Our next actual game, we'll be playing that on Thursday. We're going to play Wario Land for the Game Boy Color. Have the horn morph into a fart. How about just cut out the middleman and just have it just be a fart? Like, hold on, I can time this. I mean, I can't time it well. Let's try this one more time. Terrible. Death Star. I sure am glad that Stranger Things is over and there's no more no more issues to worry about in Stranger Things. No stupid horse shit. I could do it so it like does. Hold on. Oh, that was real close. I have to like really lead the fart. The fart takes a long time. Death Star. Do 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 do. That's... I could probably get that automated. Again, ew. It's a fart, kitty. Everyone farts. Grow up. Just need to macro it now. I could. Not right this second, but yeah, I could for... I could have it like... I could do that real fast. Hold on, where's Touch Portal? Farts. Let's do this. Confetti. Wait. 1 second. Not 100 seconds. The most delayed confetti in the world. Let's try that. Okay. That's what these tests are for. What did I do wrong there? Hold on. Confetti. Whisper. Do I need to do like 500 milliseconds? I feel like I'm doing it way wrong. Hey! That worked really well! What happened to the anime guy cutting the screen and screaming video? I cut a lot of the channel points. I need to keep it relatively a small list, otherwise it gets to be too cumbersome. I might bring it back at some point. It didn't go anywhere. The problem is, I can only have 50 channel point redeems. That one's not going anywhere anytime soon. The problem is you can only have 50 channel point redeems, and then it starts erroring out on you. So I've got to, unfortunately, I can only have so many hilarious bits and bobs. I do have some things that aren't on that list. What do I have? I've got the Korean cheerleaders that don't work apparently. I said, okay, they're not going to work. And apparently fun facts. Oh, I know what the problem is. I reset the router so Touch Portal isn't connected anymore. That's why I don't do any Russian roulettes. I think everything else I can do manually, but Russian roulettes won't work.
Mom, Dad, come here, you gotta see this.
Shit! God, these are great channel effects. I wish there's got to be a better system for them. I don't know what that system is, but there has to be one.
Cause if I'ma be mini trucking, I'ma be fucking. Dude, if she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. I'ma wear that motherfucker.
Wear that motherfucker out! What's that one trigger the Twitch bot? It's like that looks like a lady.
I don't like you at all.
You don't like that one, Feelanoid? As if I'm gonna be mini trucking, I'm gonna be fucking. Oh, that one's great. That one will probably not stick around for long.
I say you're pissing too darn loud, boy.
It's late at night and you're pissing right in the center of the bowl.
Like you're frying chicken in there. You gotta piss on the side, boy. Make it a stealth mission. You're causing
The
a
whole ruckus pissing like that, boy. Cat back leg. The humping is a bit much. He's going... listen. He's gonna wear that motherfucker out. we're very close to this, to the end of this one. I know I don't want to start the full carousel, although I guess I could just start it. Cat head, cat jowls. I have a feeling there was some shenanigans on that. I feel like the horn would not trigger based on the way he was humping, but I'm not here to judge. You know what? He's got enough problems. But, you know, seems to be happy, so God bless. Okay, windscreen's good. What's left? Whole bunch of stuff. Side hatch handles. Anything else up here? Cat body still needs some work. Hey, speaking of wonderful on-screen shenanigans. That one was completely different from the other names lately, so maybe off base on the theory that they're connected, or more specifically, directly connected. You know, like using sequential bots with names that specific. It's not that close. Probably just a script. Side hatch. Thank you. Window, roof rack. In theory, it would not be hard to make a script come up with hundreds, thousands of different Twitch handles based on just, you know, a couple of text files with like adjectives, numbers. You know, you could be creative. I have no interest in doing that, but it wouldn't be all that difficult. I don't know how exactly you would go about automating the text or the Twitch account creation. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be terribly all that difficult. The problem is, other than, you know, being a terrible chode and just a bad person in life, that it's like you're screwing with somebody else, man. I don't care. It makes me do the funny train, but you're interjecting your own stupid bullcrap. And I think that's wild. And I don't know why. I don't know what the answer is to get around the bot problem. I don't even know if that's high on their list of priorities. But I feel like there's probably more they could do. Scammers, they're already unconcerned with people suffering. Forgot that I had Cheez-Its. I'm gonna try not to chew in your ear. You like Cheez-Its, don't you feel annoyed? I feel like I've probably asked you this before, but are you a Cheez-It fan? I feel like everybody's got to love Cheez-Its, right? Like, what's not to like? Flame exhaust. And wheel outers. Empty calories, high sodium. Yeah, no shit. They're baked. They're baked. Could be way worse. At least they're not fried. I'd rather have the cheese flavor on chips or something else instead. I'm not a huge fan of artificial cheese flavor on a lot of stuff. Cheez-Its with the exception. Cheez-Its versus Goldfish. I think Goldfish are extremely overrated. Unless you are 4, I think Goldfish are wildly overrated. Hey, it's done. Well, that's staying forever. There we go. Got it. 9:30. We can go a little longer. Our next one is the Ferris wheel. I don't really want to start the Ferris wheel right now. I want to save that for next time. Our next map for SpongeBob is the Bikini Bottom Bus. You want to do that? Goldfish are nice for when you want to do something simple to nosh on. No Mario Power Wash maps. There are no Mario Power Wash maps, unfortunately. Are there any that are even... This is... SpongeBob is very Mario adjacent. The closest would probably be Alice, and I'm not going to redo one. Yeah, let's do the Holy Christ. I'm not reading this, but I'm going to post it in Twitch viewer so you can read it. That's so many words. Holy good God. Yeah, it's only $65. It should be a relatively short one. That's 3 maps. Nice. That said, these short maps sometimes will get you. Sometimes you'll think they'll be super short. You want to read that shit? Look at it. Look at this. That's ridiculous. I'm going to work on this for a second while you read. I'm looking for an eensy weensy favor before you split town. Shut up, whoever that is. Hey Sean, what is your go-to for snacks? Just out of curiosity. What if you could have, if you can go to your kitchen right now and have something to shove into your face, into your delicious face hole. Your face's hole isn't delicious. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. And to shove something delicious into said face hole. Isn't that you spell eensy weensy? I don't know if that has an official spelling, so I'm not sure eensy weensy are real words. Is the term eensy weensy, are those real words?
Yes, Incy Wincy is a playful phrase often used in children's rhymes, like Incy Wincy Spider. It's a fun way to describe something small or tiny. Do you have a favorite children's rhyme?
It's not really what I asked. The problem with GPT, or whatever the API is using right now, is that it's kind of like talking to a malicious genie. If you don't phrase it absolutely right, it will take the shortest and easiest route to give you an answer. That said, I was watching Doug earlier, streaming on Twitch. Big shout out to Doug. And he was playing with the new GPT 4.5, the new model that just came out. Thing's pretty sick, man. Thing's pretty rad. He's asking the AI model about the train question, the you know, how many people tied to a track, etc., etc. It gave an answer like GPT never has before. It's given a whole, yo man, no, I wouldn't. I 5 lives for 1. That's just simple math. They're trying to get away from the GPT uses very generic, certainly, indeed, computer talk. I probably won't use it very much, although if it's anything like it is now, you can probably use it for a limited time on your account, which is what I do, and it doesn't cost me $20 a month. I'm not blaming anybody who does do $20 a month. If I, you know, had $20 a month to use on GPT, I probably would still continue, because it's just fun, you know? Talk about the oceans boiling. The damn oceans are going to boil whether we use the stupid bot or not. Nothing matters. Just have fun. Enjoy, you know? Let the bouncing begin. Doing a random sound effect. Watch your ears.
Just a Pope shit in the woods.
I don't know, man. Where His Holiness does his business is his business. For the sound effect audit, that one's staying. Just as a spoiler. God, when am I going to do that? I guess I could literally do it any time that I have like a power wash sim. In fact, I could do it during a power wash sim. So TLDR on Squidward's interminable nonsense is he's so shit at comedy, the bus driver couldn't handle it and the bus went off a cliff. That's funny, thank you. See, why didn't he say that instead of all the garbage? It's 69%, by the way. So, since when has Squidward wanted to be a comedian? Why does Squidward want to be a comedian? I don't think that's really part of his character, is it? That really doesn't feel like something he normally just does. Like, he's the clarinet guy. He wants to play music. He wants to run a band. We're just talking about doing stand-up. Just willy-nilly. He's not a comedian. Squidward's not a comedian. Squidward does laugh at his own bad jokes. Hi, Coyote. Ha 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 ha. But he doesn't. He has such low self-esteem. I don't know if he'd make it. Well, I don't know if that matters for being a comedian, but he seems to crumble under pressure. I don't know if he's prepared for the stage. Just kind of a side thing, not his whole personality. Like, I feel like I haven't, true full disclosure here, I haven't seen a ton of SpongeBob, so I am not the SpongeBob aficionado here. But I kind of feel like the majority of the Squidward character was devoted to how much he loved playing the clarinet. And basically, and he worked at the Krusty Krab as a cashier, and he doesn't like it. And he really doesn't like SpongeBob or SpongeBob's terrible friends. Honestly, all relatively valid points. I mean, if he hates his job, maybe consider looking at a different career path. But other than that, he's one of the most straightforward characters on the show. is he sucks at everything. Oh, he's not a very good character. Like, he screws up everything. He's not very good at anything he actually does. But there is something... What's the word? Adorable, precious. Those aren't the words I'm looking for. There is something charming about how dedicated he is to being a complete, utter washout. He feels like the kind of character who... I don't know if he got big in high school, and maybe he's trying to relive those days, or he never had those days. Either are valid, I guess. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yeah, I didn't watch a ton of SpongeBob. SpongeBob came out 99, I think. What year did SpongeBob come out?
SpongeBob SquarePants premiered on May 1st, 1999.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's been entertaining audiences with its quirky humor and lovable characters ever since. Do you have a favorite episode or character from the show?
I'm not going to answer any of your follow-up questions. I don't want your follow-up questions. Don't make me yes and you, please. Did I do the roof? I knew it. You don't have a band. Ah! I think most of the bad Squidward moments I can think of are just really Squidward's brother, friend, the jerk in the band episode. I think he was like an old acquaintance. Now, SpongeBob is also the worst at everything. The question is, does Squidward have a license? Because SpongeBob has tried to get his driver's license like, what, 600 times? Something along those lines, like literally. So I wonder, does Squidward have his driver's license? Is SpongeBob completely out of the ordinary when he doesn't get his, like, because he can't drive? Pretty much everyone in the show, even the villains, are optimists except SpongeBob or Squidward, who's just given up on life, ever improving, and just kind of takes it out passive aggressively on everyone else. I think a lot of people resonate with Squidward, whether earned or not. A lot of people feel like the Squidward. SpongeBob SquarePants still has joy in his heart, even if he shouldn't. SpongeBob is nothing but... SpongeBob is the personification of joy. You bet you Billy West would be an interesting table mate. He would be interesting or really intolerable. One of the two. I'm not sure which would be worse. Kind of like going to dinner with Robin Williams. It's like, you never know what you're going to get. It's like, are we going to get Billy West? Like, are we going to get gags? Or are we just going to get the regular old Billy West? Is this going to be a, you know, Andy Kaufman, Robin Williams sort of thing? SpongeBob. I can't talk anymore. I'm going to finish this bus and be done before I lose my ability to talk coherently. I've been pretty good tonight, but yeah, it won't be long before my tiredness wears me down. It's been a good stream though. It's been a good few maps we've done. We got 3 maps done. That's crazy. We got 3 done, right? Yeah, it was 3. inner wheels. Let's grab those. Cookies are in the oven. Excellent. So cookies will be roughly done probably by the time the stream's over. Ish. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe even sooner. Maybe even later. I don't know. Life is crazy. So I looked up the long play of the Wario game we're going to be playing, and like 4 or 5 different long plays I saw all had the Wario long play at about 3 hours and change. Now they probably knew what they were doing, but I think 4 hours is probably a pretty good estimate of how long that game is going to take. Porthole frames. I stand corrected. There's actually a lot of Crystalis on this playlist. Come on. Like, all of this is almost impossible to tell where the dirt actually is. Like, the color is melting in. There we go. There's one. There's one. Okay, so this dirt's on the bottom. That makes it a lot easier. It's very satisfying when you finally find where the dirt is that you're looking for, and it ends up being like some big block of dirt that you hadn't noticed. Like, that is why we keep coming back. That is a strong, wonderful feeling of like, oh my god, I knew I wasn't going crazy. I knew there was more to clean. It's a wonderful feeling. Highly recommend. This game really is just a different version of adult, or not even adult, of coloring. I say adult coloring. I guess it would be adult coloring, because other coloring is just regular old coloring. Didn't we hear this song already tonight? Headlight housing. Got you. And one more inner wheel. I'm sorry the internet was screwy again. I don't really know how to fix that other than calling the company, but I don't know what that will prove. I don't know what that will do for anybody. They'll probably end up just getting really cranky at us and making it worse. Wheel axle, tire, wheel axle. There's one more inner wheel. Outer wheel, outer wheel, outer wheel. Oh, wouldn't inner wheel be on the inside, maybe? Tire, tire. Is anything flashing? I don't see anything flashing. Is this not it? That's outer wheel. Is it like wheel axle, inner wheel? Okay, so it's one of these. One of these blue inner textures. Inner wheel, no. Maybe one of these. Inner wheel, good. Oh, I see you. I see it. There it is. All right. Let's watch this. Let's watch them do this. Oh, look at that. Not sure what my character's wearing right now. Oh, I have like a SpongeBob skin on, like one of those stupid background characters. That's kind of cute. That's kind of adorable. That was a fun stream. I I think that's enough for now because I don't trust the internet. SpongeBob! Next stream, we're going back to Mario. And by that I mean Wario. It's very close to Mario, but that's a different thing. We're going to be playing that. It's going to be exciting. It should take no more than 2 days. Should be fun. That, however, is a thing for tomorrow. We're going to do that on a different night. I'm going to go eat a cookie. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for dealing with all the issues. You're good people, and I love you. Bye!
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.